is that any problem that cascades from one step to another causes a factor of 10 times in the cost to fix it. Okay? Which means you come up with a bad design for something, you're going to spend 10 times as much time writing the code for that bad design. And the bugs that come up as a result of bad design are going to be 100 times as costly to fix. And once that software gets shipped out into the field and the only way to fix it is to issue a new version, that's 1,000 times more expensive. And people look at this and they're like, but Maron, you can't be serious, right? How could it be 1,000 times more expensive? Well, let me give you a little example. How about our friend the space shuttle? Right, we have a space shuttle mission going on. Space shuttle had an initial set of software that was written for it. Okay? Right, we're thinking like, oh, like int x. How much do you think one line of code cost when they were all said and done? If you think of the total amount of money spent on the software development effort for the space shuttle versus the number of lines of code that were written, how much did it cost per line of code? Anyone want to venture a guess? Like dollars. $10. That's kind of fun. That's probably a job I take. Anyone want to venture another guess? $1. Higher. Does that scare you? Does that scare you? I take that job. I'd be like, $1,000 a line? Yeah, today, int x. Tomorrow, int y. Right? Like, I'll take that job. That's the right number. Okay? There was about 500,000 lines of code, now there's more, but in the initial version of the space shuttle, and it took a total cost of $500 million to develop that software. Okay? So this is serious, right? This isn't something where we're like, yeah, it's fun, and we're vandals, and we're debugging, right? When you're on the space shuttle, you better hope someone was doing their job doing this, right? Because if something's wrong, you can't fix it up in space, right? In space, no one can hear you scream. Well, if you're in the movie Alien. But if you're on the space shuttle, it's real difficult to actually fix software. Okay, Mars rover was actually lost because of a software issue. Not actually, well, it was a software design problem that came up. Right? Anyone know what the design problem was? Yeah, it was basically two different. It was all basically the same difference as feet versus meters. Right? One person was coding to a spec that said, oh, the input you're going to get is in feet. Another one thought it was in meters. Right? Those are off by a factor of 3. That's enough to kill the project. And guess how much money was spent on that thing? A lot. All right?